Don't adjust those computer dials. I am solo once again tonight. So in the words of Dr. Shelby, apparently I need to be in the friend zone. This is the Monday Night Raw After Show right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah, that's right, White Snake in the house. People already making phone calls. That's how amazing it is right now in the chat roll. People are ready. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Monday Night Raw After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV. Jonny Loquasto here with you once again. I believe solo for the fourth time in my 4+ years of hosting this show. Unfortunately, the rest of the squad kind of had to drop out today for various reasons. But have no fear. I'm wearing my Chico El Luchador shirt. We're good to go. Guys, hold off on the phone calls till I give you the cue. I'm glad you guys want to call in. That's great news. But right now, let's chill out. Let's relax. We're going to get to the calls. Plenty to talk about. It's good to be here. My name is Jonny Loquasto. Follow me everywhere on social media at jquasto. And Tony B. Tone is on the ones and twos. What's up, my friend?
These lines are off the hook right now. They're trying to get in.
I love it. Well, first things first, we're going to talk a little bit. Then we're going to get into the phone calls. Little segment that I like to call Quasto's Monday Night Highlights. Hit the bell, Tone. All right, here's the top number of things that I enjoyed tonight. Number one, remember when we thought that Braun Strowman and Elias had amazing chemistry? Which they did. Well, now we have a new favorite odd couple, and they are Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens. They have managed to mix violence with the hijinks of a Home Alone film. Picture 1, 2, or there's 9 of them, but you get it. Last week it was a rental car. Tonight it was a porta potty. Didn't see that one coming, not gonna lie. Tonight it was a porta potty. Next week, who knows? It could be a bedpan, a helicopter, maybe even one of those anvils dropping out like a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner cartoon. We don't know. But bottom line is, it's entertaining. It was an incredible way to close out the show. And yes, it was funny. But what I'm thinking here is big picture. What I think this feud, if you call it, between Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens, I think what this is gonna do is bring out the monster. And I'm not talking about Braun Strowman. This needs to bring out the monster of Kevin Owens. If you think about it, no one has really hurt Braun Strowman yet. Yes, he's gotten beaten up by Roman Reigns. Yes, he got beat up by Samoa Joe, by Brock Lesnar. But no one has really hurt Braun Strowman. And he has this captivating energy, much like Stone Cold had 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Braun Strowman has the audience in the palm of his hands right now. That's why Kevin Owens needs to become a beast and do whatever he has to do to destroy Braun. Yes, we're getting a lot of laughs out of him now. What we need to see over the next couple of weeks or months is Kevin Owens becoming evil, doing nasty things, the same things that Braun has done to him, if not worse. And this could become an incredible feud. And this is going to get Kevin Owens back to that level that he wants to be at. And that's what I think will happen. And that's what I would like to see. And that's why that's my top highlight of the night. Tony, ring the bell. Number 2, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, this match ended in a disqualification. Woo, but it had everything you could ask for. You had Seth Rollins flying from the top rope. You put these 4 in a match, you know it's going to be good. And that's number 2. Tony, ring the bell. Since he did double duty on the show tonight, he's going to do double duty in the Quasto's Monday Night Highlights. That's Roman Reigns. Say what you will about him. Obviously, he's polarizing. People boo him nonstop. He's a workhorse. You cannot deny that. He's not the one putting himself in 2 matches. That is the people in charge doing that. And you know what? Roman goes out there and he finds a way to make it happen. And I understand people are not thrilled with the character and people want to boo him out of the building, but you cannot deny the fact the guy is actually incredibly talented. And who knows? I think him and Lashley are going to put on a really good match at Extreme Rules. And that's one of those matches I really don't know what's going to happen. You could assume Roman's going to win. I don't think that's necessarily the case because we got SummerSlam right around the corner. And I don't know, is the winner of that match going to face Brock Lesnar? Don't forget, we have the Monster in the Bank. A lot of questions, more questions than answers, as a matter of fact. So that's number 3. Tony, ring the bell. Number 4, B-Team keeps winning. which is pretty sweet. And I know Bray Wyatt, we wish you the best. You had a car accident over the weekend. We don't really know the extent of his injuries. Luckily, he survived, and hopefully he won't be out for very long, but he's resting right now, so best wishes to Bray Wyatt. We all love you, and we hope you get better very, very soon. But B-Team, they keep defeating the Raw Tag Team Champions in one way or the other, whether it's singles, whether it's tag, and they keep on winning, which is incredible considering they lost for a couple years straight as the Miz Taraj. And they're doing everything great, very entertaining, and then they're winning matches in different ways every single week. Tony, ring the bell. And number 5, Dr. Shelby is back. Whether or not you liked it, whether or not you hated it, I love Dr. Shelby. I think it's amazing that this character has come back. I don't know when Team Hell No was. I'm guessing 5 years ago, possibly more. But he came back tonight. Do I think it's good for the feud? Not necessarily, but nonetheless, I was happy to see Dr. Shelby. But I'm interested to get your thoughts. If you were happy to see Shelby back in this instance, or if you didn't think it was a great choice. So with that said, that was number 5. Tony, ring the bell one more time. Now, we will put the phone lines open. You can call at 424-256-1729. I know we already had some people trying to call in. I'm ready. Let's have a good time tonight. We could talk about anything. We could talk about Raw. We could talk about Extreme Rules, which is dual branded. You want to talk a little bit about SmackDown? We can make that happen because tonight is solo, baby. It's me, it's you. That's all we got. And it's Tone B Tone on those 1s and 2s. Perfect timing. We have a phone call coming in. Who are you and where are you from?
Hey, Johnny, it's Nugget.
Nuggets, why are you on speakerphone? I want to hear you better.
Hold on. I'm not on speakerphone, but I have you playing at the same time, like my computer, so hold on.
It sounds like you're swimming.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes, I want to hear your beautiful melodic voice. I don't want to... It sounds like you're in a swimming pool, so what's going on?
Technology, okay? I'm getting old. Leave me alone.
Okay, fair enough. I know it's after midnight in New York, so I appreciate you staying up for me.
Yes. I set an alarm and took a little cat nap, and
Okay.
then my alarm woke me up.
Okay.
And
So you're wide awake. Okay.
I didn't particularly like Raw, but I saw the Mr. Rogers documentary movie.
I have not yet, but I heard it's a tearjerker. I need to see it.
Okay, you'll be sobbing like the little baby, like somebody punched me in the face.
Right.
But it has inspired me to be more positive and
Good.
more open and more loving in my life, which everybody needs because nowadays it's kind of hard.
Well, Nuggets,
So-
I will say this, though. I know you. We've met a number of times. You are very loving and very positive, so give yourself a little bit of credit.
Okay.
Yes. But I'm excited to see Mr. Rogers because in an era of fallen heroes, it's nice to know that he was everything he was cracked up to be. So
It's insane. Like the world does not deserve his light and amazingness, but we also need more people like that in the world. Like more people need to be inspired to be more like Mr. Rogers, which is a crazy thing to say, but like if you see the movie, you'll completely understand it. It's a great, great movie. So I'm gonna think about the positive things
okay.
of Raw.
So give me a seamless transition from Mr. Rogers to Raw and go.
As a female who loves wrestling and has to constantly defend myself as a girl watching wrestling, we had 3 female segments on TV tonight. 3 separate female segments with different women. We had 2 matches. We had 1 storyline development. Like, I am very proud that we're getting more and more females on WWE programming.
Of course. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you enjoy the Dr. Shelby? To me, I want Sasha and Bailey to be a very violent, not violent. I want it to be a very intense feud, and this was a kind of a bit of a goofy way to go, I think.
It's a little disappointing because it was a little rough, and you're the stand-up comedian. I don't know about comedic timing, but that kind of comedic timing seemed a little bit off to me, like them trying to both hit the cards and make them fly out of his hands at the same time. They're trying to show that they're very similar people, and like that's kind of why they don't get along. But they kind of undercut last week the crowd was going bananas when
Right.
Bayley
Yes.
attacked her, and Bayley dropped the F-bomb, and it was so good last week. They kind of undercut it with this whole comedy sort of routine. I understand what they're trying to do with it. They're trying to ride off of kind of Hell No, because Hell No was so popular, and these two people coming together who are supposed to be opposites, but it's a little bit different because they were friends. Daniel and Kane were never friends, and they became friends through Dr. Shelby and the therapy. So they're kind of trying to do a backwards reverse kind of thing, and I understand what they're trying to do, but they have the blueprint for Bayley and Sasha. They did it so well in NXT.
Yeah.
And I know it's different on the main roster, but just let those girls go at it, because you know that they can fight. You know that they can bring the characters.
Right.
And I like the role reversal of Bayley being the heel this time, supposedly, even though she got massive cheers for beating up Sasha. But I like the role reversal of trying to make Bayley the heel. I just wish they didn't undercut it with this comedy.
Here's the
and
thing.
just let it go.
There's plenty of time to make all this happen. I see your point, and you kind of backed up the point that I made. But I do think this is just going to lead to obviously more strife between them. I love it when feuds take a long time. So for everyone who complained about I'm so sick of them, when are they finally going to fight? It's no, let it breathe a little bit. We want women on television. We want them to have big storylines. They're allowing this to breathe. It's when people complained, obviously we're talking WWE, but in New Japan, people thought Kenny Omega should have had the title a year ago. They make him wait another year. Everyone's celebrating oh my God, that was amazing. That was the right thing to do. I think with this, it's going to give them that opportunity to have an amazing fight. And Dr. Shelby, it's an easy opportunity to get him back on the TV, and it was entertaining. But I think it's going to lead to something down the road that's obviously not as funny. This is just another element of whatever story that they're going to be telling. So, by the way, Nuggets, you should think about radio. You're pretty good.
I don't like the sound of my voice.
Oh, come on.
I think it sounds high-pitched and whiny.
Never.
So, thank you though for that, because I got really lazy with my my YouTube channel, but I'm gonna try to stop doing that. Also, is something that I learned from Mr. Rogers.
Okay.
Is that you got to put the effort in. You
do.
want something, you gotta do it. So I also learned that from Mr. Rogers.
You got to do it.
I'm gonna be trying that.
Good. I will check up on you, and I'll hopefully see you next month when I'm in New York. So thank you for calling in, being the first caller.
If you don't, I'm gonna have a problem with because I haven't seen you in a year. I'm gonna have an issue if I don't see you in a month.
I'm gonna let you know when I'm there. Calm down.
Okay.
All right.
Just
Thank you, Nuggets.
Don't be surprised. All right. Have a good night, Johnny.
You
Good
too.
night.
Talk soon. All right. Phone line is open. I love Nuggets because number one, she's very, very intelligent when it comes to wrestling, and number two, she is a huge proponent of women, as you just heard, and she's right. 3 different female segments. And also this past week, Impact started and ended with women. The main event were women, and the beginning segment led to the main event. Pretty amazing. And the match was a lot of fun. So, all right, guys, phone line is open, 424-256-1729. We have plenty of space. We still have at least 20 minutes left in the show. So get a couple of calls in. Doesn't matter where you're calling from. Doesn't matter who you are. I want to hear from you because it's not too often that I'm by myself. And by the way, follow TK Trinidad at TK Trinidad. Follow Evan Mack at Evan T. Mack. The Hobo / Robert Baines at Baines Destroy. And Marquia McCarty at Marquia McCarty. How are we doing on those phone lines, Tony? Anything going on?
It's actually Jeff now, Johnny, but we do have a call.
Oh, wonderful. Who are you and where are you calling from?
Hey there, Johnny. It's Orlando.
What's up, Orlando? Where you at?
I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, man. So it's late for you, too. Thanks for staying up.
Well, I just came home from work, so.
Okay.
I was able to watch Raw on, because there's a Xfinity app.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to watch Raw while I was working.
What were you doing at work?
We do a GPS tracking service for companies, so.
Okay. And so obviously you can multitask.
Yeah, pretty much. And it gets really slow at night, so I am able to watch all 3 hours of Raw, so I'm very glad about that.
Good deal. So what are your thoughts, man?
It was an okay show. I I don't know where this Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley is going with, because with the whole Brock situation, and it's getting a little annoying.
In what way, though? The Brock thing, you're saying?
Yeah, because like the Universal Championship was created for Raw, and now it's not even on Raw, and it's not being defended or anything. Like,
right.
So.
Well, here's the thing with Lesnar. I mean, it's kind of the one thing I do appreciate with it is the fact that the lines are being blurred right now. We don't know if he's not showing up because that's the plan, or if he's not showing up because he's a very petulant Brock Lesnar and just doesn't feel like showing up, or maybe he lost the title in his backyard, which is probably 9 acres. We don't really know. So yeah, obviously it's annoying. We only have seen him one time since WrestleMania, which is 3 months ago almost. But when he does show up, it's going to be a special attraction. The question is, who's going to be facing him, and will Braun Strowman cash in? It wouldn't shock me if we have 2 title changes that night at SummerSlam. What do you think?
Yeah. Or like a theory that I had is just that if Brock doesn't do his deal, then what they probably could do is just have Braun like probably cash in and be like, I want Brock right now, and then what they'll just do is just give him the title like that. I don't know, maybe that's a weird like kind of theory, but I don't know.
I mean, no, I think it's gonna, whoever faces him, it's gonna be an incredible match, and then you gotta believe, because who knows, Braun Strowman might be one of those guys who doesn't cash in as a surprise. He might just challenge him weeks ahead of time. I would rather see Braun make the surprise. I've said this before. If Braun does decide to cash in, I think it's going to rival the reaction that Ziggler got 5 years ago when the crowd just blew up when he cashed in. I honestly think it's going to be that kind of reaction.
Hey, and you never know. Maybe your wish may come true, and maybe they'll just have Bobby Lashley as the heel, and then they'll have Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman throughout the remainder of the year.
It could be. I mean, bottom line is Bobby Lashley, I think, is going to be a champ. I think he deserves to be. It hasn't been the smoothest go for him thus far, but that's because he's just getting comfortable. You're seeing the last couple of weeks, he's getting stronger on the mic and with his character because he's allowed to be more of himself. And he's a competitor. He's an athlete. He's a guy that knows he's probably better than most people he looks eye to eye. And I think we're starting to see more of that with Lashley, and that's what's exciting to see. But thank you for calling in all the way from Fort Lauderdale, man.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cool, man. Good talking to you.
You too, man.
All right. Take care. Before we move to the next call, after buzzers, we got to talk about something real quick. By the way, 424-256-1729, so keep the calls coming in. So our network, as you know, produces after shows for pretty much every one of your favorite TV shows. We've got drama, reality, sci-fi, and the network here works incredibly hard. There's a great staff here, always making sure you have free entertainment. And now we're just asking for a little bit of help. So go and subscribe right now to one or more of our YouTube channels. If you go to AfterBuzz TV YouTube, you see a whole bunch. And you don't have to worry about notifications because they're only optional. All you got to do is subscribe, help us get our numbers up. You might find some new shows you want to talk about, you want to listen. So hit the subscribe button now for this channel, the wrestling one, and check out other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments. We will thank you on air. So for now, thank you guys very much, and thank you for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk, and make sure you subscribe, every single one of you. We appreciate you. Jeff, do we have any other calls?
It's Anthony again. And
you guys are playing musical chairs back there.
Sorry, I had to use the restroom. There's no calls right now.
Okay.
But there will be.
Well, guys, we need a phone call. It's going to be a quick show if we don't have any phone calls. I could recap Raw step by step, but to be honest, I already went over what I really think the highlights were. As far as Extreme Rules, you know what? Until we get a phone, Tony, just interrupt me when we do get a call. I'm just going to talk Extreme Rules right now.
You got it.
It's coming up in less than 2 weeks. So right now, on the Raw side, we have Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax. That's now an Extreme Rules match, which pretty much means anything can go. I find that very fun. I find it very interesting. And I also find it a great way for Alexa to creatively keep the title because there are no rules. And she could use any kind of weapon she wants. And I'd like to think we're going to see a finish that we've never quite seen before because we have Alexa who is less than half the size of Nia Jax. So once again, it's the underdog who's got a huge mouth facing Nia Jax, who literally could kill Alexa Bliss. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Right now we have Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, Eater of Worlds taking on the B team. This has been a lot of fun. I mean, B Team is knocking it out of the park every single week. Do I think they're going to win the titles? No. But stranger things have happened. And let's hope that Bray Wyatt is able to compete in 2 weeks. We really don't know the extent of his injuries from the car accident. Like I said, let's hope that he's already released from the hospital and that he's okay from the accident that happened a few days ago.
We got another caller.
All right. Who are you and where are you calling from?
This is Lake the Snake from Dallas, Texas.
Lake the Snake from Dallas, Texas. I love it. What's up, man?
Okay, are you following ROH kind of stuff in New Japan?
I sure am. I mean, we got to kind of keep it WWE here, but what do you got?
Okay, just generally thinking, do you think Cody Rhodes is going to take the ROH title to bring in for a title versus title match against Aldous at All In?
Man, that would be absolutely incredible. Although I don't think he needs to, because when you have the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship on the line, there's enough gravitas to that. I've been lucky enough to call a couple NWA World's title matches now over the last couple of months with Nick Aldis and Tim Storm. And I'm telling you, man, there's something special when that title is sitting there in front of you, and when it comes out to the ring, that's all the stakes that you need. I don't really think we need a title for title match. I think the Ring of Honor World title stands on its own. And I think in another match at All In, it just makes the card that much better, in my opinion.
Right.
Any other WWE stuff?
Okay, just when it comes to Bobby Lashley, do you think they're just not using him correctly? Because he was on Impact for a long time and did actually really great with both on the mic stuff and in the ring. Is it all because it's scripted, or do you think he works better or worse than that?
I think it's a combination of a couple of things. Number one, when you go back to a place, or when you keep in mind he's been gone for 10 years. So it's almost like he's going to a new home. There is a bit of, nervous energy. There is a bit of wanting to do your best. And also, I don't know if he was clear on what his character was going to be to come back. I was really excited for him to be back. I still am. I'm one of the biggest Lashley proponents out there. I just think Lashley's at his best when he's himself, and that's when he's most comfortable. And what you saw, and I saw at the end of his TNA run, is he was really comfortable being himself. And that's what I think we need to get back to. And him and Roman trading barbs the past couple of weeks, to me, was where he was really comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did seem a little more relaxed tonight than previously.
Absolutely. So either way, I'm looking forward to seeing their match at Extreme Rules. I don't know what it's going to lead to, because right now we haven't really been assured that Brock Lesnar is going to wrestle at SummerSlam, but we'll find out. But Lake, I appreciate your call. Thank you very much for calling in, man.
Hey, thank you, brother.
You got it. Have a good night. All right. I think we got some more calls coming in.
Yeah, they were coming in. They'll come in again. Just keep going.
Hot and heavy. I'm loving it, guys. You guys are killing it. Let's see, what else do we have at Extreme Rules? Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins was announced. 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship. Thank you. This is going to be, I don't know, it might be the main event. I'm looking at this card of Extreme Rules right now. Well, okay, you have AJ Styles and Rusev, which is also going to be incredible. But a 30-minute Iron Man match, that's very difficult to follow. And we have another phone call coming in. Hello, who are you? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Tina from Seattle.
Tina Keys, what up?
What up?
How you doing?
Braun Strowman, KO. I am here for it. Oh, my God.
Me too. Go ahead. Continue.
I was telling, it was just like, it was like, I don't know, classic cartoon, Elmer Fudd, Roadrunner. Today, at the ending segment was like almost a real-life episode of Dora the Explorer somewhat. I was just loving it.
Good call. I never watched Dora the Explorer, so I'm going to take your word for it. Did one of them have a backpack or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was just awesome.
So I want to know what your thoughts are on what I said earlier to kick off the show. Obviously, we're getting a lot of laughs right now every single week, but what I really hope this does, it brings out the vicious monster of Kevin Owens. Do you feel like I'm crazy for thinking that, or do you think that's actually maybe what will happen?
No, it will happen at some point. If anything else like that, I want to say almost not like what we saw at the Festival of Friendship, almost like a level higher than that if Kevin is pushed to that far.
Okay. I think it has to be. Because what does it do for Kevin Owens if he keeps getting demolished every week by a different household appliance or automobile? if he doesn't have some kind of attack in mind. And I think it has to push him to the brink of insanity to where he does things as criminal as Braun Strowman has done to people. I really think this could lead to so many amazing things that maybe if Braun cashes in, who knows, then boom, insert Kevin Owens right into that title picture.
Exactly, and don't forget, Kevin Owens is calculated, so he's planning somehow. We definitely know that, considering his password. So
exactly, and that's the thing is right now, every plan he comes up with is getting foiled by Braun Strowman, and Kevin Owens is supposed to be the intelligent one here. So I'm excited to see where it goes. And as much as I love comedy, and yes, these segments have been very funny, I cannot wait until it takes that drastic turn. And Kevin Owens is great enough to pull it off.
yeah, totally too. Actually, I have one more question.
Sure.
With how Extreme Rules is shaping up to be, what do you see as the main event?
I mean, I was mentioning it. I got to go right now. If the card stays the way it is, you got to go IC title for the Iron Man. I mean, as much as AJ Styles and Rusev is going to be great, you have to go with the Iron Man match. Very difficult to follow.
Yeah, true. Is it going to be like another thing where Roman's going to be ending the last match, or I don't?
Nah, Roman and Lashley, I don't think that can. If that headlines, that's just another reason for fans to go insane and shout for favoritism towards Roman Reigns. I think the Iron Man match, they're going to knock it out of the park, and it's going to be impossible to follow. I think you put the Iron Man match as the main event. Not only does it showcase two of the best athletes of our generation, but also it puts that IC title on the pedestal where it should be.
True. That could work as well too. I'm Iron Man, but will the Iron Man be enough to carry it? Because we also got the Extreme Rules match. So if there's even a possibility, considering the Ronda factor, that the women could be even main eventing though.
You're absolutely right there. The thing is with Extreme Rules matchups, they're so weird. I don't know how long an Extreme Rules matchup can actually go. It's possible that you're right. That could possibly headline the show, and I'd be on board with that. But the reason why I say the Iron Man match has to go last, it's 30 minutes. It's very difficult to follow a match that is not only that long, but is going to be that intense with that kind of athleticism. That's why I'm thinking it will probably close out the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you there. It's just going to see, and we don't even know what most of what SmackDown has available too. So
Sure.
it'll be interesting to see how the rest of their card shapes out too.
Well, we got a couple weeks to figure it out. But Tina, always great hearing from you. I hope everything's well up in the Northwest.
All right. Thank you. You have a great night, Johnny.
You too. Thanks for calling.
All right. Bye.
All right. You guys are the best. It's so funny. I like have relationships now with everyone calling in from over the years. This is really cool. So, all right, we got plenty of time. It looks like another phone call is coming in, right?
Another caller. Yep.
Hello, I'm doing my Larry King voice. Where are you calling from?
Hello, Larry King. This is Sean from St. Louis.
What's up, Sean? You have a very handsome, deep voice.
Oh, that's not my real voice at all. I was trying to do a Larry King, but I guess it wasn't too good.
Sean from St. Louis. Hello.
What's going on? So I'm a sucker for a good tag team breakup. What team do you think is going to break up and why?
Dude. I mean, you got to believe that Eater of Worlds is going to come to a clash again, because that feud never really finished, and I don't think it got everything that it could have gotten. So I do believe down the road, I think we're going to have another problem between those two, and I think it could get incredibly weird and incredibly fun. So off the top of my head, that's what I'm thinking. How about yourself?
You know, I want to see Breezango break up. I think Tyler Breeze could use a good run.
I was just thinking that. I said, Breezango would be a really fun breakup, but I don't think, unless you want to do a drastic turn with one of them, I think it would be a really fun kind of like goofy John Hughes style film breakup.
Yeah, absolutely. So piggybacking off of that, what kind of faction do you think we can see sometime soon? I would like to see Bray Wyatt maybe lead another faction.
Man, I would love to see Bray Wyatt do anything. Number one, I want to see him get healthy again. But you're right. I think Bray Wyatt is a leader, and it would be great to see, but Bludgeon Brothers have obviously gone off and done their own thing. It wouldn't shock me to see Ziggler and McIntyre maybe build something around each other,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Maybe bring some NXT guys up.
That's entirely possible as well. So, any other questions for the night?
I think that's all good. You guys have a good show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for calling in, brother.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, we got about 10 minutes left. Keep the calls coming in here. Let's see, Extreme Rules. What else do we have here? Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley. As of now, straight up singles match. Is there a stipulation? Will the winner become the #1 contender? Nobody knows. Will Brock Lesnar show up at SummerSlam? Once again, no one knows. We're only going to find out when Paul Heyman tells us, because Brock Lesnar does not go near social media or a phone or a telegram or a telegraph. Is that even a way to communicate anymore? I'm not sure. Any other phone calls coming in, Tone?
Not yet, but I'm sure there will be.
All right, y'all. We are getting close to the end of the show. The phone lines are open. It is 424-256-1729. Until we get another phone call, I'm going to actually talk about something that's pretty cool. So Extreme Rules is coming up Sunday, July 15th. You know what else is coming up Sunday, July 15th? The next television taping for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. It's not just any taping. Former WCW World Champion David Arquette is wrestling at our television taping, which I'll talk about at the end. We have a new phone call.
Yep.
Who is it? Where are you calling from? Hello.
Okay, I guess we did. I don't know what happened there.
I heard 2 words, and we dropped them. All right, Pete Gareed, I know you were there on the chat roll. Give a call in, or anyone else who wants to call in. Like I was mentioning, David Arquette is going to be fighting a wrestler out of Canada I've never actually met before. His name is RJ City. They've been trading barbs back and forth on social media. David Arquette just cut a promo from inside, actually right outside of the Coliseum in Rome. Arquette was walking around Rome and cut a promo on RJ City. So on top of an amazing taping already that we always have at Championship Wrestling, we will have David Arquette. I'm fairly certain his first match in God knows how long. But yeah, David Arquette is going to be back, and he's going to be at our tapings. And I really can't wait. I don't know what's going to happen, but all I know is I'm going to have the best seat in the house, and I cannot wait to call it. So yeah, that'll be Sunday, July 15th. And let's see, what else do we have here? So going back to Extreme Rules, AJ Styles, Rusev. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of fun. Rusev finally in a main event style match. Can't wait to see that happen. Excited to see if Aiden English gets involved. Carmella, Asuka. I think there's another thing like Alexa Bliss and Nia. Carmella's got to find a way to survive. No matter what she does, she has to find a way to get out of there as champion, because, man, she has been letting people have it with that microphone, and it's been really, really good. What else do we have here? And that's pretty much it. We got Bludgeon Brothers taking on Team Hell No. How about Team Hell No? Who saw that happening again? 1 week we get Team Hell No. The next week we get Dr. Shelby. What year is this, guys? I don't know, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. So with that said, we are at 424-256-1729. And if no one's going to call in, then we're pretty much going to call it a show. Tony B. Tony, why don't you put yourself over, buddy?
Hello, thank you for the shout outs. My name is Anthony Becerra. You can find me everywhere at Tony B Tony _. It's just Tony with the letter B, Tony _. Thank you so much, Johnny. Great show.
How fun was this, man? I mean, I know it's a bummer when no one else can show up, but it's kind of cool. We get to go solo. We get to talk to people who are calling in, and I think we done good tonight, except for one drop call, which I think was on their end. So.
Oh, we got one last one. You want to take it?
Yeah, of course I do.
All right, here it is.
All right, who are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm Thomas. I'm calling from Boise.
All right, what's up, Thomas in Boise?
I just watched Raw tonight, and I thought it was a great show.
Good deal. What do you like? What do you want to talk about?
I just kind of want to talk about Braun Strowman and how funny that last segment was with Kevin Owens.
Okay, go for it.
I think, like Tina was saying, it was a very comedic, and it was just like when she said when Braun Strowman had that falsetto voice, and he was right outside of the porta-john.
Yeah.
And convinced Kevin Owens that it wasn't him, and then he ended up dragging Kevin Owens through the whole arena.
Yes, he did.
And then he teased him again at the very end before he shoved him off the edge of the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that was like, it showed like another, if it's possible, another side of Braun that we haven't seen before.
And what side are we talking about? Like the more theatrical, I don't want to say theatrical, but like the range when you said he'd be like disguising his voice, that kind of a thing?
Yeah, I think like a new range like of comedy.
I mean, don't forget, we saw him do the parody of Will Ferrell and Elf over the holidays. Whether or not you enjoyed it, that was definitely something different.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, the whole Elf thing too.
I mean, I think you're right, though. What we're learning about Braun Strowman is I don't think there's any limit to what this guy can do. I mean, you look at someone his size, you expect him to be one-dimensional. Braun Strowman is far from one-dimensional. The guy gets it. He knows humor. He's incredible when he's in the moment. I mean, those catchphrases, he told us on Radio Row, get these hands, was just something he said. He wasn't told to say that. And now it's become one of the most popular catchphrases of 2018. So, man, I think you're absolutely right, you know?
Yeah, we're on the same page, I think.
No doubt. Well, man, thanks for calling in all the way from Boise, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for accepting my call.
No doubt, man. Take care.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, we got about 6 minutes left. If you want to call in right now, because I'm just going to chill out. I'm gonna relax because I know some of you want to call in. I want to talk to you. We got a little bit of time. Right, Tony? We got like 5+ minutes.
Of course.
Yeah. So make that call right now, guys. 424-256-1729. Once again, Extreme Rules coming up on Sunday, July 15th. Right now, we have 7 matches lined up. But you're right. I think when it comes to SmackDown, obviously, there's going to be a few more because pay-per-views have the option to go 4+ hours now. And looking at these 7 matches, I don't think it's going to be 4 hours. So we do have 13 days still to pull it off. And also, while we're talking WWE, amazing stuff happening on NXT. Wow. Just Gargano and Ciampa lining up to do it one more time at TakeOver Brooklyn. I don't know how you can top Perfection, and then they did. I don't know how you can top Perfection twice, but if any two guys can do it, it's going to be Gargano and Ciampa. And I do like the fact that we're starting to see some new people on television. NXT is a constant revolving door because that's what it's supposed to be. It's developmental still, but you have incredible stars already there, and it's really fun to watch. We do have a phone call. Who are you? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Andrea from Tennessee.
She did it! I finally got you to call in. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. How about you?
I'm great. I'm just enjoying the show.
Awesome. I did have a quick question, and it's more about Kane and like the Team Hell No thing.
You mean Mayor Kane?
Yes, Mayor Kane.
In your home state, might I add.
Yes, near my home city too.
There you go.
Do you actually see them having a chance at winning the tag titles, or do you think they're just there just to give kind of a surprise to the audience, or do you think they're there because the Bludgeon Brothers are kind of getting a little stale? I think, at least to me, they are.
That's a really good question. I'll be honest. I'm shocked they are back together. I didn't know Kane was on the SmackDown roster. Was he even? Do you know?
No, I don't. The last time we saw him, I think he was on the Raw roster.
I mean, Kane he's got that Cena thing going. I guess he could just show up whenever he wants.
Right.
It's obviously fun to watch. I just think this is another way to make us wait for Daniel Bryan and The Miz, which I think is fantastic because we have plenty of time to make us wait for it. And
exactly.
Bludgeon Brothers have destroyed everyone. I know what you're saying about you feel stale with Bludgeon Brothers. I think we just need to see more sides of them. We know they can both talk. We know they can both emote, but right now they're still in, destroy everything mode. And so,
right.
But I don't think Team Hell No is going to win the championships. But hey, stranger things have happened. What are your thoughts?
I'm not really for sure because I don't see them winning, because if they win, it's just going to have to be like, they're going to have to give it up in a couple months, because obviously with him running for mayor.
Yeah.
So I think this might just be to bring out a different side of Bludgeon Brothers, hopefully, because I love Luke Harper. I think he's fantastic, and I think he deserves more than what he's been given. So I hope this is kind of to elevate them both.
Sure. I mean,
I'm hoping.
I think you're right. I think we all know Luke Harper can be a main eventer himself. I mean, the guy,
yes.
I don't know which version of Luke Harper it's going to be, but man, is he fun to watch when he's firing on all cylinders. So,
fantastic.
And you're right. I mean, how close are we to the mayor race? Is it coming up soon?
It's coming up soon, yeah. He's already starting his campaign, like parties and stuff. Again, he has Jim Ross coming this month, actually, here to help him out. So he's firing back up pretty quickly.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We don't know what's going to happen. If he does win, I don't think he's going to have time to be an active member of the roster. So
he's already said to, like he said at the last event that I went to where he had Undertaker there, he said that if he won, he would be retiring because he said he would have to devote everything to the mayor.
And I think it could be one last thing for the fans to enjoy Team Hell No before Kane leads into his other career. But Andrea, thank you so much for calling in. It's great hearing from you.
Thank you, Johnny.
Got about a minute and a half left, so I got to hang up on you. But
you know, I got mad love for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, we have a minute left. If we do get a quick phone call, it's got to be super quick. If not, I will close out the show right now. So, of course, thank you guys so much for watching every single Monday night. We're here. I'm here. And then the rest of the team is generally here. But yeah, once again, go subscribe to a number of the channels here on AfterBuzz TV. I'm at Jay Quasto on all social medias, jlocomedy.com if you want to pick up my album, quastoalbum.com. I'm also filming my very first comedy special in the fall. I will have more details as it approaches, but it's very exciting, terrifying endeavor. But I cannot wait. I think it's time to make it happen. And once again, watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. You can download the Fight TV app, FITE. Watch for free. Coastline Clash, our incredible event, started airing this week. We have 3 full episodes. We got Scorpio Sky and Ray Rosas. We have an NWA World Heavyweight title match coming up. A number of things. You can't go wrong. And once again, July 15th is the next television taping. Once again, thank you to Tony B. Tone. Thank you to every single one of you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll love you. See you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.